Thank you very much. I think it's tragic in some sense that we have to debate in this society issues such as the validity and moral acceptability of the death penalty at this point of time in history, the beginning of the 21st century. It's truly tragic also that we are seeing in this country a throwback to what I call the Bhagalpur syndrome. If you recall, 25 years ago, a number of under trials in Bihar were blinded by the police on mere suspicion that they're habitual criminals who were threatening the security of the middle class. When this was exposed by the media, there was an outrage nationally in Parliament. Large numbers of people were shocked and they thought it was an excess and a barbarity that should never be permitted. By contrast, the Bhagalpur elite took out marches in support of the local police. What you're seeing actually in this society is the generalization of the Bhagalpur syndrome to large sections of the national elite now, which is paying for Afzal's blood. You actually have the virtual constitution of a lynch mob in sections of the media which are asking for revenge. I think it's extremely sad that the kind of outcry, the kind of loud demand for clamor for punishment for Afzal and so on has been turned into a major issue, a litmus test of nationalism itself. And these are very dangerous tendencies that we are seeing at work, but I want to try and relate them to the larger processes that are around us. I think there has been a significant shift in the past decade or so in the way powerful states, especially the United States, in its unipolar moment, have tended to view the world, summarized, I suppose, most eloquently by Bush's either you're with us or against us position after 9/11. But even before that, you had the neocons, the neoconservatives actually writing a large agenda for the transformation of the Middle East in accordance with a very definite plan to build a modern-day Roman-style empire, extend the unipolar moment that has arisen after the end of the Cold War indefinitely for another century. They actually wrote this in a document called the Project for the New American Century. At one point in time, 78% of the signatories of that project were in powerful positions in the United States government. Half of them continue to be even now. I think there you have the elements of hubris, elements of aggression, elements of resort to force as, in fact, the preferred option in resolving conflict, and so on. So we're building up even before 9/11. And after 9/11, you've seen a complete destruction of all the restraints that the global community had imposed upon itself in terms of resorting to force, using United Nations processes and so on. For instance, the invasion of Iraq was the most blatant example of the bypassing of the UN system altogether. The United States couldn't dare to return to the Security Council with a second vote which would have legitimized, authorized the use of force in Iraq, and the Security Council in the UN found itself completely impotent to actually stop the US and its so-called coalition with the will.